Bourgeois Equality by McCloskey. The main message of the book is capitalism on its own did not create the prosperity of the modern world, but a new philosophy of egalitarian liberalism which unleashed the potential of unprivileged people. The bricks, degrees, and money were necessary ingredients, but it was equality before the law and human dignity that explains how things came together in such a powerful fashion in Northern Europe 2 centuries ago. This combination of legal liberation and social honoring, author says, is a timeless wellspring of prosperity. It works superbly for 19th and 20th century Europe and America, and given the chance will have the same positive effect in 21st century China and India. A billion people out of 7 billion today live with poor food, sanitation, schools and housing. That is a tragedy. Yet we should not forget that most people through most of human history lived life like that in a hand-to-mouth existence. Not so long ago, an English poet like John Keats could suffer and die from tuberculosis in his 20s because antibiotics had not been invented, and as late as 1917, people in part of rural Sweden could starve to death when their potato crop failed. The average per capita world income in 2016 is almost that of America's in 1941 or present-day Brazil. In the next generations, the rest of the world will approach income and standards of living similar to those of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, countries who enjoyed per capita income of over $100 a day. We are on our way to pretty good material paradise. A large population means more minds working on the problems of better medicines and transportation, not to mention environmental quality. Believing that the great enrichment we have seen over the last 200 years is just a rite of environmental degradation, of consumerist excess is a betrayal, author says, of the remaining poor in the world. Modern economics says that prosperity came from division of labor, or the accumulation of capital, or the expansion of international trade, or the lowering of transaction costs and increasing economics of scale. These all played their part, but everything from their spinning genie to the insurance company along the new political and social contracts such as American Constitution and the British middle class arose mainly from a new liberalism that began in late 16th century. The upsurge in invention and innovation came from new freedom given to commoners and new equality of recognition and rights. Capitalism had been around in various guises throughout history, author notes. It was more specifically liberalism applied to trade and politics that massively increased wealth. The freedom to do and to be recognized, combined with a new dignity of the person, are things we take for granted now, but such equality was very liberating when it emerged.